Hello and welcome to Miss Charlotte Astrology. My name is Charlotte. I'm a full-time working astrologer, and on this channel I analyze the astrological charts of public figures, and very often they are celebrities. And normally they come in the form of actors, artists, and musicians, and that will be the case today as I'll be analyzing the Syanstry chart of two relatively famous people. They're both creatives as far as I'm aware. Of course, I'm talking about the gorgeous, talented singer-actress Halle Bailey, who played Ariel in the most recent live action version of The Little Mermaid. I really like her. I think she's super talented. I don't know much about her, but I can just tell from her chart she's lovely. And her ex-partner and also her baby daddy, DDG, who apparently has not been treating her very well, and she's accused him of some really heinous things, and she wants full custody of their son. So a lot of you guys in the comment section on my previous videos have been asking me for this, so I am delivering. Keep in mind that this is a semi-blind reading. I only know about Halle, and that's it. And I don't even know much about her. So you guys fill in the blanks that I leave in the comments below. I'm gonna do the best I can. So help me out here in the comments. Before I dive in, I just want you guys to know that I have an event on. I will be holding a class or a forum on the IC, which is the lowest point of your chart, which in Placidus marks out the fourth house of the home and family and the intimate world. If that's something that you'd like to know about, please book below. It's for like beginner to intermediate. So if you guys are super, super advanced and you feel like you might know more than me, that's cool. This is more for people that want to understand what it is. And also it gives you an opportunity to chat to me, because the presentation will be like 45 minutes, 50 minutes, and then we'll spend just over an hour with Q&As and talking about your charts and specific placements and things related to the IC. So if that's something that you'd like to do, come join me. I'm going to make this more regular. I'd like to do more events. So yeah, and I really appreciate your support. If you don't want to do that, I also have 30% off my 15-minute recorded readings where I analyze your charts, your synastries, look at your transits. It's a recording of my voice tearing things apart. And I also have the 5-minute readings, which are a little bit cheaper. They're not on sale, but they're still cheaper than the 15-minute ones. They're 5-minute readings, looking at specific areas of your chart or your life or your astrocartography. If you don't want to do any of that, please like, subscribe, and comment to help me with the algorithm. I also have YouTube members if you'd like to support me on there. Okay, let's dive in and have a look at this mess, okay? So as you can see, Halle is the inner blue ring. She is a sun in Aries. She's got a Venus and a Mercury with part of fortune, that's the singing, in Pisces. And then she's got a moon in Capricorn with Lilith. Ooh, that's rough. Oh, this is like a repeating cycle of women being abandoned in the family, I guess. And then she's got a Gemini rising. Very cute. DDG is a Leo, an Aries woman with a Libra man. I've been there. I have been there. He is a Libra sun and Mercury. He has a Venus and Mars and Pluto conjunction in Sagittarius. And then he's got a moon in Aquarius. So, yeah. He doesn't have a stitch of water in him, and she's so watery. She's so sensitive. Anyway, moving down, let's have a look at each slide, okay? High expectations, DDG's Aquarius moon with Halle's midheaven. Here's the thing that you got to understand, guys. And it's okay. There are exceptions to every rule. I'm sure they're very happy relationships with this placement, okay? So calm down. I'm not talking about you then. If you get with someone that has a personal planet on your midheaven, from your perspective, nothing is ever going to be good enough for them. And I say this as someone that has had her heart broken by many Virgo placements, because I'm a Virgo midheaven. And I love them so much, but they don't love me back, and nothing's good enough, and they get the ick with me, and it hurts my heart. If you get with someone that has placements on your midheaven, you look up to them. And what happens when you look up to people? They look down on you. Very often. There's exceptions, okay? But you're always going to, from your perspective, being with them, it's going to make you the best person you possibly can be. You're going to feel like evolved. You're going to feel evolved. You're going to feel like, oh, when I'm with them, I'm like the best version of myself, which very often is the most anxious, self-conscious version of yourself, right? Oh, this guy, I met this guy and he just, I'm with him and all I do is I want to just work out all the time. It's because you think you're fat with him and he makes you like that, right? You're trying to fix yourself when you're with someone who has placements on your midheaven because you want to reach that certain. By the way, I just projected my own issues onto this situation just now, so I am aware of that. But it's an example, right? Like they make you want to reach the highest point in your chart, and if you got no planets up there, that's a really high point to reach. It's very demanding. This person's going to demand a lot from you, and I'm wondering if DDG demanded a lot from her, even though he is by far the less famous and the least talented of the two. I'm wondering if he demanded a lot from her and thought that maybe she just, I don't want to say he didn't think she was good enough or anything like that, but it just seems like it's a bit snooty. Like, you're a Disney princess. Like, what kind of job is that? Like, he also is an Moon Aquarius, and he's got this like heavy conjunction of all these like malefics. Like Uranus and Neptune are very close to that moon. Like he's just, it's giving ADHD. It's giving unstable. It's giving an unstable childhood, an unstable mother, the poor mother that had to deal with that home. Like it's a lot. Okay. And Aquarius moons, I mean, God bless you, love you, very sensitive people. Yes. But when you can be horrible and you detach and then you go silent and then you like they can give you some silent treatment. They can like leave you on hold for a very long time. It's like intimacy issues. It's giving intimacy issues. It's also giving someone that is a bit up and down and a little bit he's just not consistent. Okay, it's not consistent. And I love my Aquarius moons, don't get me wrong. You're not consistent. That's why you ghost for a week and then you come back. It's not okay. It's not okay. Fine if you're single. But if you have a baby with someone, it's, yeah. And that's all on top of her chart. Like she has to like perform with him. And I think she was so proud of him. It's almost like, oh, I'm so glad this guy's with me. Like, oh, he picked me. It's like, oh. No, he's not as good as you, babe. So anyway, I don't like this. I really don't like him either. He has very high expectations. Or he at least, maybe she just doesn't even reach them. He doesn't even have like enough placements to even make her look good. Like he does nothing for her image. She should be with someone else. She should be with, like, if you wanted to look good with someone else, Halle, get with an Aquarius Venus. A Venus on top of your midheaven. Transformative relationships. DDG Sagittarius stellium conjunct Halley's descendant Chiron and Pluto. Just stabbing the wound and rubbing salt into it. Yeah. Her descendant, right? And the descendant marks out the 7th house of partnership, right? It's like your perfect partner, right? She's got Pluto on there. So if you got Pluto on the descendant, where you experience the great, this is my very diplomatic response to this placement, so you don't freak out, so don't upset you. When you have Pluto on the descendant, where you experience the most transformation is in your relationships. Do you want me to give you the yucky analysis of this? Your partners, they're going to traumatize you a bit until you learn. Okay? Chiron on there, attracted to wounded people. Like she attracts wounded people that need her feminine energy. Like she's just, poor girl. Like, so her relationships, I don't want to say she's not doomed. I think she can learn. I think she can learn from this, and it's okay to like mutually heal with another person. But for her, it's like she wants to fix someone, and maybe she wanted to fix him. He's got Venus and Mars and Pluto sitting together. I think he gets very distracted by sex. I think he's a bit sex crazed. I think he's a bit of a cheater, honestly. No hate to my Sagittarius Venuses. My dad's a Sagittarius Venus and he never cheated on my mother or anything like that. I'm not saying they can't be loyal, but he's got a wandering heart, and the Mars conjunction, his heart and his PP are fused together with Pluto. Like, it's giving sex addict. You know? Not to shame anyone that has this like disease, but for her, and this all sits on her descendant as well. Like, he brings war to her life. If someone's Mars sits in your 7th house, and this doesn't mean that they intentionally mean to do this, they're bringing war into your 7th house of peace. They're bringing open enemies to you, because 7th house is the peaceful partnership house, but it's also the open enemies house. So if his Mars sits on that descendant, which it is, he's bringing war to her doorstep. It's through by being associated with him, she has made more open enemies. It's very frustrating. And you know what? Yeah, that Pluto and that Mars just like stabbing at that Chiron, he just puts pressure on the most painful point in her chart. I think she really, 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 really wanted him to be the one. She even got inseminated by him. Oh, poor girl. Don't get inseminated before your Saturn return, because you might end up in this situation. I know children are a blessing and da-da-da-da-da, but she's going to know this man for the rest of her life. Goofy. Doomed to repeat. DDG's Libra sun and in Halle's 5th house, so like the dating house, and his Virgo North Node with Lilith and Juno. I hope he meets a really cruel Virgo woman. That's a road to nowhere. I don't know what house this is, but I wouldn't be surprised if he has a few more baby mamas and he just lands himself in debt. And he pisses off a few women and they turn on him. You know what I call Lilith and Juno? These two goddesses are the angry wives, yep. Juno is the betrayed wife. Lilith is the angry wife that wants a divorce. So and this is in Virgo, he's going to have to work. If he had stuck with Halle, because his South Node is his South Node is on her really abundant Pisces placement. He messed that up. He screwed that up. He could have, if he stayed with her and he treated her good, he would have been taken care of. She would have taken care of him. Idiot. Oh yeah, and a Chiron on a vertex. I mean, it's not too deep here. It's not like a planet, but vertex is explosive. Chiron is the wound. I think being with her like activated that. It's not something she was conscious of. Being with her must have made him very insecure and very aware of how not talented he is. I haven't listened to his music. I'm all the way in Australia. If you're good, you're going to get a hit here. We only get the good musicians, all right? So I haven't heard from him. So as far as I know, he's not that talented. I've heard of her. I know who she is, and I've heard her sing. So yeah, she's definitely the more talented of the two. No home here. Does he have placements in her 4th house? Absolutely not. It's empty. I wonder if their baby has some Leo placements, because her North Node is in the same sign as her IC. So if we looked at this whole sign, her destiny is like home to become a mum. I think her fame will continue, especially if she picks the right projects. But if your North Node is with the IC, I know they're not in a conjunction, but they're together. That's like home and family and setting up a stable foundation for your life. Like, that's what she needs to learn how to do. He doesn't have placements here that's going to help her with that. He's destabilizing her life. He was meant to be for a fun time, not a long time, and now he's there forever. Poor girl. Dimming her light. His Saturn is on her sun. Now, if someone's Saturn sits on your sun, they're going to teach you how to be disciplined. It doesn't mean that they're going to be a drill sergeant and force you. Like, remember, Saturn is a generational planet, not a personal one, but it's through the contact, the relationship, being enmeshed with each other. She's going to have to earn more money. She's going to have to, like, being with him is making her more responsible. Not because he's more responsible. In fact, it's probably because he's more irresponsible. She's got to pick up the slack. When someone's Saturn sits on your sun, you have to be responsible around them or even for them. Rough. Very, very rough. Yeah. And then she's got this Saturn. Is her dad around? Her Saturn's in the 12th. party trick astrology. If someone has Saturn in the 12th house, their dad's gone in some way. I don't know much about her, but yeah, she's got Saturn and Jupiter and Mars all sitting together in the 12th. Oh, that Mars in the 12th could be... I mean, I don't know too much about her, but she could because she's quite young and she worked for Disney, so she's got to be this good girl for the moment. Very hypersexualized kind of energy, but that could end up going against her as well. She's got to be so careful of that, because when you got Mars in the 12th house, you can be over-sexualized, and when you become over-sexualized, people get obsessed with you. It can also lead to some kind of vilification as well. Think like Britney Spears, Meghan Markle. Like, people think you're this hyper-sex crazy person. Like, it's in a good sign though. Like, Taurus is pretty calm, and yeah, she didn't go to the newspapers, or she didn't go to the, sorry, that's from my age. She didn't go when this all happened. She didn't go on the internet. She didn't go to even People magazine. She went to the court and she filed a complaint like a queen. So yeah, being with him is such a burden. He dimmed her light. Saturn on the sun, it dims your light a little bit. For some people it's good. Like, if you've got a really reckless placement, someone's Saturn sits on there, it might actually be good for you. But in this case, no. Dims her light. The sun is the light. Saturn dims it. So yeah, this is the Syanstry, like, I get the attraction, like opposites attract, an Aries woman and a Libra man. I've been in that situation. And honestly, I could have beat him up. And that's why I left, because I was just like... And I get it. I get the attraction though, like the opposites attract. I get it, because Libra men, they can be quite suave, they can be quite charming, but I got bigger balls than you. Like, what am I supposed to say? Like an Aries girl, like, just, I think she is also someone that is very proud of herself, and she's a hard worker, and she's ambitious. And you know what? Aries do try hard to the point of cringe. Aries are cringe. We are cringe people, because we put our whole fucking hearts into things. And then Libras are too cool for school and they laugh at us. Like, that kind of shit. I'm just like... I feel like that's what he did too. Like, oh, I'm too cool. Like, he seems like someone who's very concerned with being cool. And in the end, that is cringe. So, yeah, he's just... Yeah, and their Venus is squared, so there's a misalignment of values. I'm not saying that squared Venuses can't work. I've seen some pretty happy relationships with it, but there's still... I mean, it's not an alignment, I think she loved him almost unconditionally up until, like, the safety of her child was in question. And then she was like, no, but I think she really, really did love him. And he's just like, I want to be free with no responsibilities. Anyway, he should not be, this man should not be reproducing. Hopefully the child ends up more like her, because I'm sorry to give like hate to the people with his placements, but yeah, it's not my favorite. I wouldn't want to be with someone with these placements, that's for sure. None of this is compatible with me. Blech. Trash man. Anyway, we love Halle Bailey. She is beautiful. She is gorgeous. She's a saint, and I'm so glad that she stood up for herself, and we love her. And you know what? DDG, enjoy your Saturn return, you monster. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening. Yes, I got my event, and I've got 30% of my readings. Link below. Thank you. Love you. See you in the next video. Bye.